Hello! Hello, gamers. What is up? How's everybody doing today? You missed the old menu music? Already? Man, people hate change. People hate change. How's everybody doing today in chat? I see Dara. I see Gat. I see a lot of people that I normally see. So thanks everybody for stopping by. Did I see a Chief up there as well? Oh, there's Joe, of course. Joe's always, you can't get rid of Joe, no matter how hard you try. I am also Goog. Hey, Carmelix, welcome. New people, welcome. Milk Gang or Orange Juice Gang, I mix them together. And it's disgusting. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Hold on one second here. I forgot we let's get some quiet little ambiance music going. Boop. Wow, that's loud though. There we go. That's all right. Security or insurgents? Oh, it depends. Depends on some things. Shoe reveal? Of course there's a shoe reveal coming. There's always a shoe reveal coming, sadly. Sadly for the people who don't like it. Some people did like it. I think this music's a bit loud. Hold up. That shirt looking clean. I did wash my shirt. I'm up to date on my laundry. Crocs? I wish. I can't afford Crocs. Are you kidding me? All right. My name is Aaron, also known as Father Hank. I am the community manager for Insurgency, Sandstorm, and New World Interactive. As a matter of fact, as of today, I finally just got straight up Father Hank on Twitch instead of Father Hank NWI, so that made me very happy. I've been trying to get it for 6 months. I got in touch with the old Father Hank, and he said he would give it to me, so he changed his username, and then Twitch just says, oh, it'll be in the naming pool at some point in the next 6 months. So I've been trying pretty much every day for 6 months, but I'm officially twitch.tv/FatherHank, so that is fantastic. Super happy about that. Yeah, Chief is one of our Sandstorm partners. Kind of an employee, but not really, I guess. Fancy new haircut and an official username. True. I did get my haircut yesterday just for all of you, just to look fresh as I can. The mark on his name is showing that he's a partner or a verified account on Twitter. He gets paid in leaks. Shh. Bran, I will get to that. No worries. Alrighty. So, as you can see, we are currently streaming here on Twitch, but we are also live on YouTube, Facebook, and Steam. If you're watching us on any one of those platforms and you want to kind of interact, head over to twitch.tv/newworld, because that's where we will be following the chat. Make sure to please follow our socials. That's at Insurgency Game on Twitter, Insta, and Facebook. That's kind of the best place to stay up to date with our announcements. And one thing that I want to start mentioning is we actually have an official Insurgency Discord as well. So if you hit up discord.gg/Insurgency Sandstorm, you can hop in and meet mostly good people who share your love of Sandstorm. Oh, I'm bringing in the mob. You right. Thank you, Dara. Dara all over the commands as usual. We shouldn't have stopped. We should keep paying you. Yes, we will roast your loadout on Discord. Joe, be nice or I'll mute you on all of the Discords. So yeah, if you're watching us right now on YouTube, Steam, or Facebook, but you want to actually kind of interact, hop over to twitch.tv/newworld, and that's where we'll be chatting. No, Fetcher, there will be no DLC reveal today. Are you a good guy, Hank? You know, Gat, like, I don't know you as a person. You seem all right. Rebarb, that depends on the situation. I mean, the Well Rod is objectively the best gun in the game, so I've got to say Well Rod, I guess. Okay, yeah, so people agree. Well Rod is officially the best gun in the game. It's taken care of. Alrighty. So we'll get the shoe reveal out of the way. That's not something we can really do, is to make something permanently free for one day. But I appreciate the feedback and I will pass that on. I don't appreciate the feedback of the drum mag for the Well Rod. It'd just be too OP. It would throw the whole game out of balance. Can't do that. All right, so shoe reveal today. I've been pretty... Y'all, if you've seen the shoes in past streams, they are not subtle. I have not gone with subtle shoes, so I'm kind of toning it down a bit today. I've got the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 lows. Well, bam! Look at that. Look at that backwards swoosh. Look at the red on the back. Oh! You love it. You love to see it. Oh my god. That bumped the hell out of my desk. Oh. Toe reveal. This came up in the Discord. I am not doing a toe reveal. Maybe I'll start an OnlyFans just for you, Gat. But it's a bit iffy, to be honest. How's the weather for everybody? It is snowing here, and it's getting real cold, and my blood is starting to freeze. Like, it's honestly so cold, my blood is starting to freeze, but hopefully it is a bit warmer where you are. It is snowing like crazy here in Calgary right now. So it's kind of nice to be working from home today. Hopefully we don't run into any issues with the stream working from home. I was blue screening last week, but that seems to be solved, so that is good. We're going to start our stream with the normal housekeeping. I will say that it's going to be a tight kind of 1 hour stream. We don't have a lot to go over. The back half, the kind of 2:30 to 3 o'clock Mountain slot, will be filled by our friend and lead game designer Michael Saruhas, who will be going over a Q&A with us. So we do have a list of questions. We're going to get through those, and if we have any time left, we will grab some questions from chat as well. So, housekeeping. I want to start by saying the next stream will be November 5th at 2 p.m. Mountain Time. So 2 weeks-ish away. Be there for that one. Not going to say why, but there will be things on the next stream on November 5th at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Plot twist. Mikey is in Hank's bathroom? No, he's not. I hope. If you have that information and I don't, I'm terrified and upset. So I hope Mikey's not in my bathroom. How do I know for sure? I could go check, but nah, I trust Mikey. Is Mikey behind New World? Right now it's possible because I didn't type that no feet pics too spicy comment. So it's quite possibly Mikey at this moment yet. All right, so we're going to do our giveaways. We're going to do one Urban Digital weapon skin giveaway, one Desert Hex weapon skin giveaway, one Urban Warden Security Cosmetic DLC giveaway, and one Rogue Spec Ops Insurgent Cosmetic DLC. If you want info on those, exclamation point Cosmetic DLC and exclamation point Weapon DLC, we'll give you the links for those. Yes, but I'm playtesting Redacted, so he's a bit distracted. Mikey's dropping sick rhymes on purpose, I'm sure, into chat, but he's definitely, like, I know what he's testing. And I could tell you, but I'd probably lose my job. Yeah, we need beatbox. I'm not going to beatbox. Don't ask Mikey for feet pics. We need to change a topic. I'm going to put feet and foot and toe as banned words in here. All right, so start it up. Console development, again, not canceled, still going on. We don't have any official information to share yet, but when we do, we'll share it, promise. So it's still going on. Don't worry about that. It's still coming. We have a map contest going on right now that is offering over $15,000 in prizes. It's pretty crazy, the partners we have for that. So if you want to make a map, if you know how to make a map or you want to learn, please do. A lot of our background as the original mod and some of our current employees come from mod making or from even designing levels for our previous games. So if you are interested in that, exclamation point map contest, Luke is on top of it. Luke is ahead of me. Which is fantastic. So yeah, exclamation point map contest will give you information on that. I now have to ban the word phalanges because Dara's trying to get around the censor. It's just rude. That's just rude. Rock Animator, hopefully whatever map wins can become official. It's possible, but we're not guaranteeing it because it depends on a lot of things. You know, the quality of all the maps that end up getting submitted, kind of just where the game's at in the development cycle. So we would like that to happen, but we cannot guarantee it right now. Phalanges. Yeah, Johnny. It's a toe bone. maybe also fingerbone. I haven't given the giveaway command yet. I should probably do that. Yeah, so sorry, we'll start the giveaway. The giveaway command today will be exclamation point sniper. Ha! Keanu tried to get ahead of me, which he often does. Didn't do it today. Exclamation point sniper will be today's keyword. There we go. Is 4K 60 possible on console, in your opinion? For us, or console in general? Like new consoles will be capable of 4K 60. I can't speak to where Sandstorm will be. Even if I want to do, I don't even have that information yet. So, alrighty. So yeah, like I said, 2:30 or about 15-20 minutes from now, Mikey will be hopping on for a Q&A. The blog, the October blog, will be coming next week. Take a look at it. Just, you know, who knows? Who knows? Maybe there's some stuff. Maybe there isn't stuff. The SOP for October was last week. There's some cool interviews involved in that with some behind the scenes. So that's definitely worth. I don't know. I don't think I updated the command for SOP. So that may be linked to the old SOP. We'll find out. As far as 1.8 goes, we have pushed. I'm going to click that. I got to click that link and see if I updated it, because I don't think I did. I absolutely did not. That is very old. That is the 10th. We need the 13th. Luke, if you can find the SOP link for SOP 13 and drop that in chat, that would be fantastic. My bad, chat. Thank you, Luke. All right, so that's the new SOP. State of production for those of you who don't just use acronyms for everything. Last time I saw y'all was about 2 weeks ago. It was the release of 1.8 Operation Breakaway. Since then, we put out 2 hotfixes. One was straight away. I heard some people saying, "Oh, you're pushing fixes to DLC before game bugs," and the reason for that is those people paid that day for that DLC, so we had to get that fixed straight away. Other bugs were fixed in the next, the hotfix 2, and we do have a third hotfix coming as well, and that will be coming soon. So hotfix 3 is coming. Don't worry. Hey, Hank. Oh, Automod. That Automod said, "I personally doubt that the new consoles will be able to run 4K 60," and said that that was sexual. That is not sexual, Automod. You got to get it together, bruh. That's a weird. Oh, they can, like they've said as much. Anyways, whatever. We're getting off topic here. Keanu, we appreciate that. If you haven't winning the giveaway, feel free to give it to a friend or anyone else in chat here. Yeah, right. Automod allows feet, but let's not talk about 4K 60. So I do want to quickly say 1.8.1 minor release. So just like 1.7.1 was in between 1.7 and 1.8, 1.8.1 will be in between 1.8 and 1.9. Now these minor releases are always going to be a lot smaller content-wise and everything than the major releases. But 1.8.1 is coming, so don't worry about that. When I have more solidified information that I can share, I will. That will be in the coming weeks. So I know what's coming, but we just want to make sure everything's polished and tested as much as we want it to be before we announce it as it is. I will not eviscerate you. Y'all wilding out there today. And I will also say 1.9. The next major update will be coming this year. 1.9 is coming this year. You heard it here first. 2020, 1.9. So, yeah, happy faces. Lots of question marks. Yes, this year. There's the Pog Champ. There we go. 1.8.1 will not have a CTE. Our minor releases generally do not have a community test environment. 1.9 should, though. Rich, you did miss the shoe reveal, you slacker. You're about 14 minutes late, bro. All right, so we're getting near the end of the giveaway here. Again, it's exclamation point sniper if you want to win some DLC. I do want to also mention that, yeah, so support will continue in 2021, which is kind of what I'm going to mention here. Yeah, we did just end up back on the main menu theme, didn't we? Where are we? How did that happen? Well, now it wants to link me into, let's just say, music from a different video game. What are you doing, bro? How'd you do that? Let's just run it back here for now. That's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, where was I? Yes. So yes, development will continue into 2021. And what I want to mention is, obviously after 1.9, 1.10 will be our next release. And with 1.10 and further down the road, what we've talked about and what we've kind of made the decision to do, and this was mentioned in the SOP as well, is we're going to be slightly adjusting the way that we address major updates. So kind of what we want to do is we want to limit the scope of content a bit, and instead that will give us more time to actually A, polish existing content, and B, ensure that new content that we're adding is as polished as we want it to be. So don't worry, we're still going to have new maps, weapons, cosmetics, and everything, but we just want to also make sure that the releases that we put out are more polished than they have been. It's, you know, when bugs pop up like that, yes, that is part of development, but we hate it as much as you do, if not more. Like, it hurts us to see those bugs pop up, like the issue with smoke on low settings appearing as a default texture, big blocks. That's terrible. That didn't pop up in any of our testing. So obviously we're working real hard at getting that into the next hotfix. But yeah, we hate to see it too. So we're going to work a bit more on limiting the scope of the releases and polishing them a bit more. What about new game modes? I don't know. Who knows? Couldn't tell you. When's Cyber Ninja outfits? I wouldn't hold your breath. But, you know, you do you. You feel free to hold your breath until Cyber Ninjas come. But I won't be seeing you in the next stream because you'll be dead. Trying to keep up here. So console and PC are being developed in parallel. Thank you, Google Calendar. You're right, my Q&A on stream is coming up. So they're being developed in parallel. So they don't necessarily affect each other in that way. So don't be too worried about that. Quickly on a personal note though, November 10th from 10 a.m. Mountain Time, I'm going to be doing my Extra Life stream to raise money for the Children's Hospital here in Calgary. So if you want more information on Extra Life, if you haven't heard of it, !Extra Life in chat will give you information on that. So I'm actually going to start playing games at 4 a.m. that morning. I'm going to do a 6-hour shift not on stream while my brain gets it together. And then from 10 a.m. on the 10th Mountain Time until 4 a.m. on the 11th Mountain Time, I'm going to be streaming. All to raise money for the Alberta Children's Hospital, and every penny that is raised during that stream goes directly to charity. So yeah, again, that's twitch.tv/FatherHank, and it's going to be on November 10th from 10 a.m. Mountain Time. And I mean, like, let's give money to the kids, right? Kids in hospitals deserve better things than they have, you know. It's a great cause. It's going to raise a lot of money for children's hospitals all across the world, and I think it's really important. It's going to be my fourth year doing it. So I talked to my boss about this yesterday. I feel kind of gross plugging myself, but it is a charity thing. It's not for me at all. So yes, please, if you want to, stop by on the 10th. Second personal note for today is, has anyone else seen this movie? I just stumbled across it. It's called TF666. Weirdly, it was on a VHS tape in my basement, which I found weird. It was no longer in the basement of NWI. It just showed up in my basement. So I found it. Can't stop watching it. Really weird. Just some cursed stuff going on. But I'm thinking maybe I'll share that video, that TF666 with everyone. I don't know, sometime next week, maybe Tuesday-ish. So if you wanna see what that's all about, stop by next Tuesday. All right, we're just about at the end of housekeeping and all this jazz. Again, the stream on November 5th. Be there. We have things to talk about it's things that people are going to enjoy. Enjoyable thing, people. I have a device that can read cassette. Yeah, man, I'm old. I got VHS. RTX 3080 as weapon when? If I can get my hands on a 3080, we'll talk about it. If anyone in chat has an extra 3080, just whisper me. Because this is getting ridiculous. There's no way I get one before 2021 at this point. Oh, Vladik is falling asleep. Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro, it's got to be done. All right, so let's roll the old giveaway here in a minute. The difficulty is getting your hands on the card. Exactly. Table legit. I see you typing. Don't worry, I see your messages. Fetcher, what if I win? What if you win what? Ritalin, if you're having weird mini stutters that got introduced with 1.8, please send in a support ticket. That should be ! support, and we'll take a look into it. Thank you, Luke. Luke is on it. I got a Steam card booster pack for Sandstorm today that had 3 of the same card in it. That's just bad RNG, my dude. Will 1.9 have a map and weapons? 1.9 will have content that we haven't announced yet. Things are coming. I promise. All right, let's roll this. Roll these giveaways. All right, so let's do it in order of how I have it on the sheet there, Mr. Sims. So first giveaway will be Urban Digital. And the winner of the Urban Digital is 46. Are you kidding me? 46. 46 wins, of course. Gat, he got your ticket, dude. Don't worry. He gets all the tickets. There's a lot of tickets right now, and right now he's the only one going through them. So he's crushing them, but there's a few. Rigged. Something like 46 winning, even I'm considering it rigged. Okay, next giveaway will be Desert Hex, weapon skins. Roll it. T-Rex, who I think possibly won a giveaway like last stream. Like, is it, how many people? Oh, we have 42 entrants. I mean, you got a pretty good chance of winning overall. Third one will be Rogue Spec Ops. Jubjum, following since 1.8 release, gets a free set of the Rogue Spec Ops cosmetic DLC. Tama99, I posted a big feedback post in the feedback subforum of Steam. Give it a look sometime. I have seen it. Believe it or not, I look at every single post on Reddit and every single post on the Steam forums. I can't, like, I'm sorry, I can't respond to all of them. There's just too many. But I promise I do read it, and I do pass on feedback. Are we getting a nose ring customization like the one you have? I don't think so. I think that would probably be dangerous in combat. Rip it out. Get her ripped out. As usual, I've forgotten where I am with the giveaways. I think I still have Urban Warden to give away. Luke, tell me if I have one left. Yeah, I do. Okay, thank you. Oh, see, Luke's making notes on my notes. Luke's making my life easy. All right, final is, oh, sorry. Jubjum, the winner of the previous DLC, says, can I give someone the giveaway? I think I already have that DLC. Absolutely. You can even, once you get that code, just drop it in chat. Just force them to run for it. The chaos. I like the idea of the chaos of that, so feel free. All right, and the final winner for Urban Warden will be Rohan, 7K. Where is code? Luke or someone will whisper it to you here on Twitch. Oh, Dananel, you just entered the giveaway after the giveaway ended, my friend. Table, I hope you're not actually thinking it's rigged and fake, but it's rigged because you didn't win. That makes sense. What do we think about a 5.45 for security rifleman? Don't know. I don't know, man. I have thoughts. I don't like to say much. I'm kind of like, the things I say are precise. Yeah, Jump, give it out. I want to see what happens. Do you have the key now, Jump? Sergeant, I loved your well rod skin and also hated it. It was a well rod skin with anime waifus just all the way down the barrel. Well, see, now that Automod caught that one. Thank you. We're not going to talk about what that was. Well, Rod with gold skin when? Definitely not in development right now. I can tell you that much. Alrighty. So that's about okay. Jubjum has the code. Jubjum has the code. Is he gonna post it in chat? We're waiting with bated breath. Jubjum. Jubjum, post the code. Post it now. Deploy your key redeemer bots. Yeah, do it now. I'm waiting. Because I want to see it. DLC. ASMR. Oh, sorry, Mikey. Mikey just turned into the ASMR. Oh, there's the code. All right, Jubjum. So that is actually a DLC code. Somebody haul butt, and you can redeem that. If that's the one that Luke sent you, that's the real code. Yeah, somebody definitely got it because people are mad that they didn't get it. Well done. Well done, Jubjum. Thank you for that. Mikey will fire Hank. Mikey will not fire Hank. Mikey loves Hank. Vladik, the code was posted, dude. You missed it, bro. Okay. That's enough of my beautiful face. We're going to bring Mr. Saruhas in here in a minute. I'm not going to eat a carrot into the mic. That's a terrible idea. That's the worst idea I've heard all day. And I was... Never mind. Okay. Yes, so it is time for the question and answer period of the stream. Makes beatbox and waits for Hank to freestyle rap. Ooh, we're not going to do that, boy. Stay hydrated. I stay very hydrated. All right, I told Mr. Saruhas that I would ping him here on Slack to make sure he's ready. I'm pretty sure he's already in stream chatting, but just want to make sure. Because last time he was not ready, and then I had to just talk crap and fill dead air. Okay, Mikey's good, so I'm gonna call him on Discord and then swap over to that. So 2 seconds there, chat.
Hello, can you hear me and see me?
Hey, we can hear you. I'm just gonna swap over the video here. Welcome to stream, Mr. Saruhas.
Thank you. It's good to be here, and hi everybody.
How's that? How's the Mikey audio? It looks good on my end. I just want to make sure that y'all chat can hear the gentleman all good.
Test 1 2 3 4 5 6.
Well, you're a sight for sore eyes. Mikey's in the kitchen.
I'm looking at the chat now.
There you
hi
go.
everybody.
There you go.
Yeah, it's work from home, as you can see. I have a NutriBullet now. I have a boiler. that was different from before.
He got it. Yeah, he got a new camera. It is.
Oh, the new camera, of course, the most
clean.
Obvious thing.
It is clean in there for sure. It's looking good.
People watching me, it does look better, right? It should look significantly better. I don't know if Twitch is reducing the quality, but it should look way better.
I think even on the little thumbnail I'm watching, it looks better. So I think so.
Okay,
they're still convinced you're in my bathroom though, which is a bit concerning. I don't know how, like they've never seen us in the same room at the same time. So for all they know, you could be in my bathroom, I guess.
It's true. Although, you know, why the hell would we go to all these lengths?
That's very true. We could just sit
come
next
over
to
your
each
computer. It's a bit of a weak conspiracy there.
Yeah, y'all got to try harder on the next conspiracy.
Yeah.
All right, my dude.
I do see people complaining about the audio. I know it. I apologize. It's this work from home situation, which you didn't anticipate. It's just the kitchen. The microphone is good. It's fine. It's just the echo of the kitchen.
Yeah, tile and big open spaces aren't great for acoustics. So it's what we can do from work from home. So
I'll try to make it a little better. Hold on.
If you put a blanket just entirely over your head, that'll fix the problem. Sadly, we won't see your beautiful face though. They would like you to sing a lullaby.
It's funny. I was singing earlier. Okay, does this sound any better?
Yeah, I got a little less echo on my end, anyways.
Okay, now it's directly in front of my face.
Yeah, that sounds better to me.
Okay, whatever. We'll go with what we have.
Sounds good.
Habibi Mikey, please.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's do the classic and much requested lead game designer Michael Sarujas, aka Mikey, question and answer period. Question number 1. Since 1.8 has dropped and we already have a tremendous amount of content in the game, do you plan on doing updates that solely focus on tweaking or adjusting features such as maps, game modes, and weapon balancing?
Well, as of now, we focus all of our updates on map, weapon, cosmetic content, things like this, and everything has to connect to a theme. Every update, we want to have a theme, and we want to aim to have that type of content in. And we do balancing, fixing, and quality of life improvements as a part of those updates, going with the content. It doesn't have to match the theme, of course, but it goes with those themed updates. We don't have any plans right now for an update that's focused purely on improvements or like overhauling anything. In our opinion, nothing in the game is like totally broken or needs that level of attention where we have to stop everything and say, okay, we really have to rethink the balance of this, or we really need to fix this issue in the UI or this issue, technically speaking.
Cthulhu with a great question that I'm just going to hop in with.
Cthulhu, like from Raleigh?
Yeah. I think so.
Wow, what an honor.
Yeah. Any plans on adding
How do you
a separate
play FPS with your tentacles?
He's pressed all the buttons at once. He's very talented. Any plans on adding a separate key for each explosive? Keep your eyes peeled, my dude. All right, moving on. Question number 2. Are there any plans on improving the servers? There's been notably more issues with the hit detection after 1.8 has been released.
There's been no changes to our servers or our hit detection, but of course we can always look into something. Like, it's possible there's something that we missed or there's some sort of strange bug. So please submit a bug report on our support site when that happens. Luke, I don't know if you want to share that. support.newworldinteractive.com. There it is, right on the money. Thank you. It's report what's happening. Be specific. Be sure your net stats overlay is enabled. You can find that in the settings, and that you tell us your user region and what region you matchmake it into. Honestly, a lot of the times it's just lag or just missing the shot. But that's not to say, it's not a technical issue. We can definitely look into it.
For sure. All right, this is a great question that I harvested from one of our Discords yesterday. And Mikey, what is your favorite condiment?
Salt.
Okay. Number 4, Outpost is too easy. Will you be tweaking it?
Yes, this is actually a pretty good topic. We have taken a look at the stats, and we have noticed that on some maps, Outpost has a higher room ratio than we want. We've also noticed that night is pretty difficult. So we're going to try to address both these things, making night a little easier. Potentially, it's something we're looking into to see if we can make it easier, but also still keep it, hardcore night combat as it should be. And also making the outpost maps that are too easy to make them just a little harder.
Do you remember off the top of your head, like, not important if you don't, but which of them, like, there was a couple we mentioned in playtesting yesterday. There was like 2 that were like extremely high win rate. I don't know if you remember which map that was.
Yeah, there are a couple. I don't really want to reveal them just yet, because I feel like it's more important that people know we're looking into it. We're going to address it on a map by map basis, but I don't want to set any expectations for like, oh, this one needs more attention or not.
That makes sense.
But rest assured, we are looking into it, and I can specifically say it's on a map by map basis. We don't really want to overhaul the mode, because there's some maps that play really well and actually have a pretty good win ratio on them.
Yeah. So. Yeah. All right. I'm going to interrupt quickly. Haldon9, will you add an option to change the player's camo during a match, or just the preset? That is something that we are actively discussing right now. So I just want to get that in there real quick. Next up, number 5, will Outpost mode be coming to the other maps that it's not currently available on?
Yes, we're going to add more maps. Excuse me. We're going to add Outpost to more maps. I can't say which and when that'll happen, but we're definitely adding it for more maps.
Okay, makes sense. I'm just pulling from chat a bit as we go here, as I watch the clock.
No, please go ahead, and I'm looking myself too.
I gotcha. Any plans on balancing objectives in differences maps? I think what he means is on some maps, maybe the objectives aren't in the best possible places with Outposts. So is that something that we look at as well? Kind of the location of objectives?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, that ties into the previous question about the difficulty. One of the things we're looking at is like, okay, which are there too many objectives? Do you have too many chances to fall back? And that's why people are winning. You have too many lives, quote unquote. Also, are these objectives fun or some of them too easy? And we're looking into how we can make some of those objective locations harder. I won't say which yet, but
Yeah.
I'm sure some of you know the ones that we're thinking of adjusting that are a little too easy or maybe a little too hard. So that's definitely it. We might even have to drop some objectives altogether. I know that sucks because the reason we included all the objectives in outpost layouts is because they're all fun to fight in, but we feel like we have to make the map a little more cohesive, make sure every objective is strong, and make sure it's just not too easy.
Yeah, makes sense. I will apparently he meant push PvP, so I don't know if that's that something.
Sorry.
No, okay. that's my bad. He didn't say it. I didn't see it. So
okay.
Yeah, well, I'll take that feedback on Ritalin, and Mike, I can bring that up with Mikey later for sure.
No, for sure. Basically, we're open to making any adjustments to any push layout, but be specific to your feedback where you think the change needs to happen, and we can explore it for sure.
For sure.
Discuss it with the community too, and we'll monitor that conversation. Yeah. That's like a group decision.
Yeah, absolutely. Olenov, can you say at all how close we are to a new update focusing on 1.8 bugs? I did touch in the top of the stream that there will be hotfix 3 coming for 1.8, and that 1.8.1 will be coming soon. We don't have, I don't want to give you the official date yet, but yes, there will be another hotfix, and 1.8.1 will be coming. Alrighty.
Yo, somebody is thirsty for the ump in the chat.
Yeah, I know.
Hot damn.
The ump is oft mentioned firearm.
We see it. We see it.
Yeah, we definitely don't not see it. That's for sure. We
see, like, people request every gun under the sun.
True.
Which is cool because like you have all kinds of interesting weapons in the setting that we have. But yeah, and here's another one for the Vector.
Yeah.
Rest assured, we do plan to add more weapons to Insurgency Sandstorm, our weapon-based game that has weapons in it. It's a first-person shooter, if you will, where you do shoot. And there might be more guns coming. So keep these requests coming, and also be sure you fill out surveys when we have those.
Yeah,
and ask
for sure.
Weapons you want to see.
Absolutely. Fofo, also the bug where you can't change backpack camo still exists. Yep, that's in our known issues list. If you check the most recent hotfix and look at the known issues list, we are working on that as we speak. Hold on, 161 hours in this game and still love it. Keep it up. Thank you. That's what we like to hear. Spaz 12. I don't actually know how to pronounce that, but
Spaz 12.
Spaz
it's a
12.
French semi and pump action shotgun.
I know what it is.
Really
I just as I went to read that comment, I realized I've never said it out loud and panicked. So
yeah.
But we see that.
Yeah, we see that one a lot. Yeah. For sure. I'm actually not seeing anything here that I haven't seen before. Someone, come on, give us one that we haven't seen before.
Yeah,
make a weird weapon request. Seen all these: AA12, P90, PPSH, HK417,
Bison.
Bison, seen that.
Revolver all the time.
Mass 36. What's a Mass 36?
I have no idea. Uker showing off with his 1800 hours. You could be a little more pleasant to everyone else in chat, though. Uker, we'd appreciate that. Thank you. Tactical G11. Spatula. Tactical spatula.
I haven't seen that one before. The G11 was a very strange gun, but that would be.
What is the G11? That's not something I know.
It was a German clockwork gun. I'm not kidding. Like if you it was supposed to, the whole deal with the G11 was like, all right, it's the 80s. There's no rules. Let's just make this box gun and have an integrated optic for it. And the inner workings of it are going to look like a clock. It's going to have all these different gears. Its big deal was that it was caseless ammunition. So it wouldn't be that heavy. You wouldn't be ejecting shell casings.
Right.
And I think if you watch Ian on Forgotten Weapons, a YouTube video, he goes into the history of this stuff. He talks about how it almost actually got used by the German Bundeswehr, the German army.
Oh.
Like it was pretty close, but then the Cold War ended and people were like, oh, well, okay.
Don't need that now.
We need the gun right now.
That sounds really cool, though.
But if you could fucking imagine the insanity of Germans with their clock guns fighting East Germans and Russians, it would have been a very bizarre timeline somewhere out there in another dimension.
Michael, watch your language, please. We're on a public stream.
What did I say? I don't even remember.
You dropped the big old F-bomb.
Oh. I'm gonna reel it back.
It's easy. You can't cage Michael Saruhas no matter how hard we try. We cannot cage the man.
it is something I guess I should be more mindful of, huh?
Yeah, it's all good. No, you're generally quite good. You know what's really funny is on our last Q&A sheet, we share a document that we both look at the same time. I put the questions, he writes the answers, and I put "do not swear, do not swear, do not swear" right across the Q&A sheet. I forgot to do that this time, so this is on me. Next question is, are there plans on reworking the explosive system so that it is not as often blocked by props?
No, we don't have any plans for that. What that sounds like, honestly, is more of a bug. There could be like a water bottle or something that is blocking explosives when it shouldn't, when the shrapnel should actually be passing through that. We actually do have explosive penetration. Depends on the explosive, the distance, whether the player is wearing armor or not, all these different factors, the thickness of the material too. All that's going to factor into whether or not you get torn apart by tiny pieces of metal, if you will. But yeah, so that sounds more like a bug. If you could find the area where that happened, like take a picture, the prop, maybe even a video, please report it to us. That's definitely something we need to make sure is working properly.
Yeah, I do have a couple of videos that we can go over as well. Perfect. It happens everywhere. I think that may be a bit of a blanket statement, Mr. Pancakes. I've definitely been killed by explosives.
Yeah, but if it's happening consistently, of course, like, let us know. Like, we'll definitely look into it.
For sure.
Maybe it's happening on more than just one prop. Maybe it's a bunch of materials. Maybe it's everything, as you're saying. We don't know. But give us a report, as much detail as possible. Screenshots, video, net overlay, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Danny, I did see that video yesterday showing the explosives being blocked by sandals. So yes, we will definitely look into it. I promise I'll bring it up myself. Question number 7. Are there any plans on changing the experience system to more so represent points than time? Like currently our XP system kind of gives more weight into how long you played during the match than your actual kind of points at the end of match.
The XP system already has skill built into its calculation. So it's like a little proportion is player skill. The rest is just time-based. We want to kind of keep it mostly time-oriented because we don't want a situation where a new player who isn't as skilled at the game, or just somebody who's not very good at the game, gets less experience than another player. We want XP to show, it's connected to cosmetic unlocks. And as of right now, we don't want to have less experienced or less skilled players unlock cosmetics slower just because they're not as good at the game. It's not like their gameplay unlocks. And I understand some games do that, especially co-op games like Vermintide, for example. Like you get way more XP if you win. But with ours, we don't feel like it's that important, the cosmetic system.
Yeah, makes sense.
People are still talking about guns. I'm still seeing UTS 15, seen that one before. Big chunky one. But go on, we should finish these questions.
Yeah, it's all good. Okay. I've lost track of my sheet. Number 8, a couple of the skins appeared differently in the promotional images that we shared on Twitter and social media. So they appeared a bit differently in those promotional images than they ended up actually appearing in-game. Was this intentional?
Absolutely not. No, that was not intentional. That was a mistake. We want to show you exactly what you get. We're not trying to deceive anybody. That was just, and we promise you this is the truth. That was just an honest internal miscommunication as to where that skin should be applied on upgrades or not. And we're going to try to be better at that. I know there was an issue with the Urban Warden as well.
Yeah.
That was also miscommunication and misunderstanding. We're going to make sure that doesn't happen again.
All right.
We will be more careful moving forward.
Promise. I'll be more careful as well because I'm usually one of the last people who sees those screenshots before they go out. So yeah, we will definitely be better with that for upcoming updates.
As a team, like DLC content is new for us and weapon skins are new for us. So there's a little bit of a learning process there. And yeah, it was just an honest internal mistake that we're going to do our best to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Yeah. One thing this is again, not off my goodness, not on the sheet, is a lot of requests for voiceover, new voices. And that's something that we have, like Mikey and I specifically, I've talked to him about it because I see it so often. There are reasons that those aren't in development right now. A big one is that like we're all working from home. We don't have a proper studio. They're very time consuming and expensive. So currently those are not in development or discussion. So I just want to get ahead of that as well. All right, number 9. Is not hearing the opposing team's reload intentional or a bug?
That's something that's been in since release, or even since the beta. Having the enemy hear, or anybody around you hear your reloads, is something we always wanted to try since release, but there was a challenge technically. We have third-person reload animations, which means, like, obviously it's not a third-person game, but like if Aaron and I are playing and I reload my gun, I see my gun reload, that's a first-person camera animation. But if I look over at Aaron and I see his character, with all the cosmetics and everything, and I see him reloading, that's a third-person animation. Third person, first person don't match up. Some FPS games do this or try to do it. I think Arma does it. I think Squad used to, but then they decided not to, and then they separated the cameras. I think Star Citizen has the same. But
Star Citizen doesn't exist, Mikey.
but regardless, basically they're not lined up. They're not the exact same. You know, visually they're different cameras, different meshes, etc. But the timing wouldn't be accurate. It wouldn't line up between first and third person, and it wouldn't line up between the different types of weapons that we have, because some third person weapons will share animations, like an M4 and an AK might share a similar animation, but the first person reload timings are different. So it just wouldn't sync up properly. Ground Branch, yes, Ground Branch does it, exactly, yeah. The reason we don't do it is specifically because it allows us the flexibility to make our first person animations look way more attractive in general, and also balance them to be like whatever we need them to be, essentially. Like if we need to have a special animation in first person happen, hint, hint, then we can do that and not have like to worry about third person and how it works and if it clips, et cetera, et cetera. A lot of games do this. Most FPS games do what I'm describing right now. It's the exception if you don't do it. And yeah, it's cool if people pull it off. There's nothing wrong with it. But for us and what we want out of our guns and our animations, we need to do it. It's important.
Yeah,
and it doesn't really affect anything gameplay wise. This would affect gameplay. Like this might mean that suddenly like you have to listen more for people's reloads, which is cool. But maybe someday in the future we can try it. Right now, it's not technically feasible and not a priority.
Yeah, makes sense. CT Bear, can you please tweak the loading grip and quick draw grip? I'm very sorry, that's my Google Calendar again. Can you please tweak the loading grip and quick draw grip to be something more realistic? So I'm actually going to touch on this in the blog a bit, but there is a reasoning behind us having those all kind of in the same weapon upgrade category. So I'll go into that a bit more in the blog next week. One I have also seen a fair bit lately is there any chance, excuse me, is there any chance...
Real quick, before you continue,
please.
Just quickly to say that the nitty gritty of that, or the main reason we did that is for gameplay. Like Aaron will go into more detail on his blog, but I don't want you to go away with no answer. Essentially, the reason why those grips exist and they have those gameplay benefits is to create cool, fun gameplay, even if it's a little less realistic than you would expect. To be like reloading a gun faster because you have this piece of plastic hanging off the end of it. It's more about just suggesting that the ergonomics are improved in a vaguer way that's just better for gameplay. That's it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Go ahead, Aaron.
No, it's all good. Any chance that we could separate weapon balancing, like essentially having two sandboxes, one sandbox for PvE and a separate sandbox for PvP?
No, that I would say that's a pretty strong no, because in our game we want to have parity between the two. We have players who come in and they play the co-op and they're like, I want to try the PvP. To do this like kind of this expectation switch in your brain, like, oh wait, I'm going into co-op, so the SVD has a little more recoil vertically, but it's the same horizontally, and the AKM is totally the same, but the M4 reloads faster. Like it would be way too exceptional. We already have problems with new players who come in and they get a little confused because some things aren't consistent between the various experiences. That's we don't want to exacerbate that, and we don't want players to just have to keep on readjusting. Sometimes that's okay. Like we'll have drum mags in co-op, but they're overpowered in PvP, so we won't have them. But to totally rebalance weapons the way they shoot themselves, it would be too much.
Yeah. Handicap Giraffe, that is not intentional. No, the thumb blocking sights is not intentional, and that is something we are working on.
We want to do a cool C-clamp, as it's called, for the aiming grip, which people appreciated. We saw, but obviously, if you have sights that are really low, then you shouldn't do the C clamp. So it's just a bug. It's a mistake that the thumb comes up and blocks it.
Awesome. All right. Well, that pretty much that takes care of the canned list of questions. We got about 8 minutes left. You want to just pull some from chat there, Mikey?
Sure. Yeah, we'll do an open Q&A. If anybody has any questions about Sandstorm or life,
yeah,
feel free to
get in some life questions.
Throw them in there.
Oh boy,
video games in general. I hope everybody's been having a good time. We're going to the colder months, so we might need to start playing more video games.
Oh my goodness, you've looked outside today, Mikey?
Yeah.
It's
snowing.
It's here. Winter is
Canada.
here.
Oh, I'm seeing a lot of questions.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Wow, they're going kind of fast, so bear with us. PSO1 on AK. Try to keep your questions brief if you can. It'll be more likely that we're able to read them. PSO1 for AK weapons. Yeah, it's something that we've discussed. Trying to read the rest of the question. Yeah, it's something we've discussed. It would be cool to do. You do have it in the dev menu, I think, but it clips into the face when you shoot. There's some other issues with it, I forget. Maybe in a future update. It's something we could look into. We're not opposed to it. It's just about finding the production, play testing it to make sure it's balanced. It would give, insurgents something over the security. Maybe that's kind of okay. There's already various different kinds of asymmetric balance between two factions.
I like the question there from Steve. Mikey, can you give us a very Canadian sorry?
That's been the Americans have a stereotype. They think, oh, Canadians, the big language difference is they say a lot. A is very rare in Canada. Like, I wouldn't say it happens all the time. I've probably heard A from my coworkers once in the past week and a half, 2 weeks.
Oh, you're talking to other American coworkers then. My wife's like, you say A all the time. So maybe it's just me, but
interesting.
Fair enough.
And I've only been here a year. It's actually almost exactly a year. Wow, I'm looking at the calendar. But also, I'm in Alberta, Calgary, but I hear sorry a lot.
Oh yeah.
I hear it all the time. Sorry. Oh, sorry. And I also hear a boot a bit more.
Yeah.
I would say
there's a bit of a boot.
Sorry are the big ones. Yeah.
There's a bit of a boot for sure.
Yeah, I think I still say sorry, like, oh, I'm sorry, but sorry might slip its way into my vernacular soon.
Yeah, you're gonna pick up on it more and more the longer you're here. Ace 52 has an aiming grip bug. Yep, that's in the known issues that we're working on. No worries with that.
The thumb should not block your sights for any weapon. It's a mistake. It's a bug.
Lumpy Pancakes would like you to just say the word lava. It seems it seems loaded.
Lava.
That's gonna turn up somewhere on Reddit for some reason now. Oh, nope, not. He just wanted to hear you say it. We're good.
No. Or maybe no, you said it wrong. Plans on an esports pro league scene. No, we don't have any plans for that. Would be dope if both security and insurgents both had different versions of the AUG and FAMAS. Hold on. I suppose we could. Honestly, we want to have each faction have its own unique weapons, and then in co-op, obviously, it's like an exception. But with the weapons, we do want to kind of express the faction a little bit through that through the weapon selection. If you just give people the same weapons, more than we already have, because obviously of the MP5s and the M16, the Galils, I think we'd be losing some of the identity of those weapons and of those factions by doing that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We chose the AUG for the security because it's newer and because there's all these other, German, Austrian, those kinds of inspired weapons on the security, and the FAMAS is older, and we thought that was appropriate for the insurgents.
Yeah, makes sense. This is actually, I just saw this question. I think it's a really good one. As a lead game designer, do you have any, quote, favorite failures, as in good learning moments in your profession, as far as kind of development goes? It's quite the question to kind of spring on you like that, I guess. Probably.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, it is.
Let me. How much time do we have? Because I have to think about that.
We got a couple minutes.
Greatest failures.
Like something that went wrong, and you're like, oh, that has actually taught me this.
I'd have to think about that. That's too big of
Yeah,
one
that's fair.
for me to think of on the spot. That's a very good question. Thank you.
That is. I will actually.
I'll have to
I
think
will
about
copy that down, and we will
Yeah, maybe next time we could talk about that.
address that at a different time because that's a great question.
Guitar says, Mike, I have legit proof, probably a typo, to show that Insurgent can have the FAMAS. Yeah, we follow Caliber Obscura too. We've seen the sales wherever. We do all that research. Yeah, we've all kinds of weapons go through the setting that we have set our game in. What about agility to adjust individual weapon stats through modding? You should be able to do that. You should be able to make your own custom weapons as is. That's something we added a few other updates ago. Modding support. Any other questions? Is ambush on the back burner? Good question. We can't say anything about future game mode content, but we have, of course, noted that people request ambush. It's something that we are considering when we're considering putting a game mode in for a future update. As long as it fits within the theme, as long as it fits within our production schedule, ambush is something we can consider, but no promises about ambush, no promises about any game mode.
Mikey, what VO do you use for Insurgents the most? Like from your radial wheel, I assume he means.
If you mean the voice, probably the Russian, not the Russian, the mercenary who speaks Russian. Alexander Mercury is voice actor for that, and he just did a fantastic job. So talented. So he was really fun to record with. For the security, I like the regular, the Arabic speaking male. I don't use the radial that much. I just kind of let the VO happen, man.
Just roll with it. Just roll with it, dude. Just roll with the moment. All right, that is it's pretty much gonna wrap us up actually. So that's a quick 1 hour stream.
That was too fast. It was so.
Should we give Mikey 5 more minutes?
Well, no, sure. If there's any final questions, sorry, it just flew by.
It's all good. No, it's good. All right, we got a couple minutes left. Go, chat. Will you add more voice commands? Currently not in development. Sing the chat to sleep. That's not a question. We'll think about it though.
Maybe next time. No plans for more voice commands or voiceover in general. Voiceover is quite expensive, and it could fit within a theme, of course, but it's a pretty big question. It's a pretty big production, I should say, and it's not what players want. Like when we did our surveys, they wanted new maps, new weapons, new cosmetics before they wanted voices.
Yeah, absolutely. That was quite low on the totem pole.
Yeah. Someone asked someone asked about ambush mode a second ago. The answer is it's something we can consider for a future update. And it's like in the back of our heads when we're saying, all right, we want to add a new PvP game mode. What are our options? But we don't have any immediate plans to add it. So just know that like it could come in the future, but we can't make any promises about that because we would, there's a lot of things that play into it. It has to fit in the theme. It has to be feasible production-wise. It has to work on all of our maps and be fun. Sandstorm gameplay, blah blah blah.
When are we getting a new survey? That's a question that I need to work out. I should probably I'll start working on one here. You got to tune into the stream in 2 weeks, and more things will make sense. But yes, there will be an upcoming survey. I will say.
M762 was a weapon request just now. I don't think I've seen that one. That might be a new weapon request. I've seen the AMD 65. These AK type weapons, yeah, maybe in the future. But we also have to make sure the weapon feels and looks different enough. You know what I mean? So it has its own identity, and it has to fit within the theme. We'll see.
Alrighty, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. So we're gonna do a raid, which I am terrible at remembering to do, but I have remembered this time because it is in size 72 font in bold on my notes. And it looks like we've actually got a French streamer right now, with about 400 viewers. So let's throw him another 150, and see what he says. Gat, if you're still here, pop into that chat and you can translate what's going on. Hold on. Let's I'm gonna quickly Google translate French to English. Oh my goodness. French to English. English to French. Get down on the ground. All right. So we're all going to drop in and we're all going to say that. Descend par terre. That's probably real wrong. But we're all going to type that. So let's get down on the ground in French. All right. So let's get ready for the raid. Oh no, I copy pasted the French and not the streamer's name. So 4 seconds. Let's fix that up. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks everybody.
Yeah,
Really
thanks
appreciate
Mikey. Everyone have a great day. Thank you for stopping by. We're going to raid this French gentleman. Have a wonderful weekend. And I'll see y'all in 2 weeks.
Take care. Cool stuff coming.
It's true. Lots of cool stuff. All right. Let's tell this man. Tell this man to get down on the ground. All right. Have a great week, guys. We will talk to you soon. See you guys.